the Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment. The following views are strictly the views of James Hebert and do not represent anybody that works with the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media or is a part of the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media.
Straight from JHebert Studios, James covers the good, the bad, and the ugly, and gives his perspective on things. Now here is your host, James Hebert.
Man, where do we even start with this episode? I mean, holy shit. You've seen the clusterfuck thumbnail, I'm sure. You know what the fuck we're talking about, right out of the top. First of all, welcome to the JHebertSide of Things podcast. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, make sure you leave a live comment, because it helps the algorithm. Make sure you leave a comment down below if you're watching on demand. Lord knows I could use the fucking interaction, because this one's a hard one to talk about. The first two stories, it'll get definitely more lighthearted towards the end, because I actually have positive topics to talk about. Can't wait to actually get into those. Fuck me. We're gonna start with the Dr. Disrespect stuff, and I'm only gonna touch on it briefly because it only ties into me, too loosely anyway. As you all know, I did a cover, an acapella version, cover of the song "It's Out of My Hands." Now supposedly it was done by Dr. Disrespect, although I have no fucking proof. And he doesn't have any proof that he actually sang the fucking thing. I think it was a locale thing where he pretended he did, but didn't really. So who the fuck knows about that whole thing? But regardless of that, he got out of it as a pedophile. Just gonna come straight out with it because I can, because I'm not monetized, thank God. So I could say it. He's a douche. He sexted a minor. So he's a piece of shit. And I have no room for people like that in my fucking circle. Have no desire to ever associate with people like that again. So you will not be hearing J+1 featuring Dr. Disrespect, any of the tracks when I come back to full-time streaming for obvious fucking reasons. I figured I'd need to make that announcement. I know it's been a while since people actually heard me use that music. And I know I haven't streamed, per se, whatever it is, live recording, whatever it is. You're not going to be hearing the Dr. Disrespect tunes. I don't care how good they are. If I ain't going to play R. Kelly, and I ain't even going to play Michael Jackson, which is way loose allegations compared to fucking R. Kelly, I sure as hell am not going to play Dr. Disrespect's tunes, so there you go there. I don't really have much else to say about that everybody else hasn't already said. He's a fucking scumbag human being who sexted a minor inappropriately through his own admission. There's a very real possibility that maybe he's innocent. Maybe. And by innocent, you mean the fucking law in his fucking part of the country that he lives in is somehow allows 16 or whatever. Great. Doesn't really fucking matter because clearly he didn't bother to fucking check. So that's a fucking mute point. So that fucking argument from the goddamn, what the fuck is it called? The quartering? I don't even remember the fucking guy. The quartering, the dumbass, tweeted that fucking argument or whatever the fuck. Fuck him, fuck anybody that, tries to fucking justify it. He should have known better, he knows better, and he's pretending that he doesn't because he has no other fucking victim card that he can play. So, fuck this guy. I have no respect for him. I didn't really have much respect to him to begin with. I never watched Dr. Disrespect's content. Never have. I just knew he released 2 banging songs that I can no longer fucking use now, unfortunately, because they're tied to his brand. One of which was right after he got fucking removed from Twitch for sexting the minor. The fucking, I think it was it was Out of My Hands, the one that I fucking did a cover of, which, boy, did that age like fucking milk. So yeah, no. Yeah, you won't be hearing that, on any trailers for anything coming up in the future. So, I'm not really going to harp on the Dr. Disrespect thing too much. As much as it should probably be the biggest story. Somehow it's not. Somehow on the internet, it's not the biggest fucking story. Oh my god. Oh my god, the booger on the posterity of life, Boogie2988. Yeah, y'all know it by now. Everybody else has covered it. I went on Shot from the Point earlier today. I called in to Tommy Shee's show. He's a fucking asshole. Everybody knows he's an asshole. But now he's an asshole that lied about having cancer. Everybody wants to fucking say allegedly. No, there's no allegedly fucking about it. He lied about cancer. And I don't think I'm irresponsible in saying that. This is coming from the same guy that literally was saying to the Jeff Meacham guys, hey, let's wait on the Stephanie Valkyra news before, things go out of control. Everything has been said on the Locale Live podcast. You couldn't get any more fucking definitive if you tried. So I don't think I'm irresponsible in saying this. There is no iota of he's lying. I'm going to explain why and my position on this. Because I've heard that tossed around probably to save their ass legally. I really couldn't give a fuck. What the fuck are you gonna do, Boogie? Sue me? Yeah, and the fucking pennies on the fucking dollar that I have on my fucking makeshift holding stand for my headphones? Yeah, good luck. Good luck. You'll get a total of, let's see, how much do I have on me just on this area right here? 25, 30, 40, 42 cents. You'll get 42 cents out of my name. If you're that bad on money and you feel the need to scam people, go for it. But I ain't gonna do much for you. So I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is. And fuck, hold on, because apparently I did not fucking do this properly. I was supposed to loop this and I never looped it. Now I did. Cool. Yeah, man, fuck Boogie. Like, he's lying. And anybody that thinks he's not lying about the cancer, he is lying. And it's not even the fact that he's lying about having cancer or having a cancer scare. Which I think is exactly what happened. He had a cancer scare. For those who don't know, watch the Locale Live podcast. There's not going to be reactions. There's not going to be any of that stuff. I'm just going to be talking about shit randomly because sometimes doing the fucking react thing it's fucking nonsense, and I just don't want to do that, so I'm not going to this time. But yeah, simply put, this fucking guy lied about what the severity of the cancer was. it's as cut and dry as that, really. Like, it's seriously as cut and dry as that is. Like, he lied about the seriousness of the fucking cancer. God damn. I have no idea the fucking nonsense that he keeps spewing. Because I keep forgetting. I typed it in Google, like, ages ago. So I'll look that up quick. It's a simple Google search. I just forget what it is. It might be in my YouTube search. Because I was trying to look up what the fuck this shit was. Something about Psychopedia Vera or whatever the fuck. I'm probably butchering that like crazy, but Psychopedia Vera, Wikipedia Vera, who gives a fuck Vera? Point is, even if it is a cancer, and he has elevated red blood cells which indicate, according to him, that he has cancer, this is the best type of cancer you can get. And this is from Boogie's own fucking mouth because he was pressed on it so much, that literally you could treat this. You could treat this. This guy's a fucking scumbag. You're gonna fucking tell me that this guy didn't fucking lie when he absolutely lied. And not only did he lie, okay? Because it'd be one thing if... Because Keemstar's whole thing is that... And, you know, there are things that I agree with Keem on, but there is no... I don't feel bad for him. I did until I started realizing, why feel bad for this fucking guy? Keem straight up said that Boogie2988, you know, could have had a misdiagnosis. And he could have misdiagnosed his own cancer. And that his doctor could have misdiagnosed his own cancer. That's great, except for the fucking fact that if that were true, that's a federal fucking crime anyway. And even if he didn't fucking intend to do it, and they can find a way to prove that, he still then used the cancer to fund other projects. Like going out and traveling with his fucking... way too young to be with girlfriend who's only 25 compared to him being 50. So he lied. And he rode the fucking cancer wave all the way up until he got caught. And then fucking Keem wants to be like, I feel bad for him because he plays the victim card and, you know, he really wanted to be a victim so bad and he got that diagnosis early on and he wanted to come on and fucking say it and now it probably is not true. Because Destiny fucking called them out on it and Mutahar called him out on it and Charlie, Moist Critical, called him out on it. Oh my fucking god. People had questions because Boogie's a pathological fucking liar. Wow, what a concept. What a concept. I literally went on Shop from the Point today, or yesterday by the time you guys are seeing this shit. I went to Shop from the Point today, as I was taking a break from editing. Right? I was going on that show, I literally said to Tommy, I said, because at one point during the live Locale Live show, which I never tuned into this show, I just couldn't get over the absurdity of the idea that Boogie possibly had lied about cancer. I couldn't wrap my fucking head around that, so I obviously... I caved and clicked, right? So I watched the whole thing through, and he fucking lied. He fucking lied. He lied about having it. I was dumbfounded. And then the specific question that somebody asked, and I forget if it was Wings or somebody else in that show that fucking asked it, but somebody asked straight up, you're making special needs kids look bad because I know special needs kids that would have fucking taken that money and ran. Yeah, I'm one of them! I'm full-blown autistic. I would have fucking came out and showed my entire ass for a fucking goddamn $1 million. Metaphorically speaking. I'm not Boogie who's gonna fucking get naked on camera, by the way. But fucking... I would have immediately shown my fucking... doctor's results. I barely go to the doctor as it is, and I probably should do more often. That's easy to show. Not much paperwork. I could show all the times I went to a hospital over dehydration. Hell, the last time I was treated by any doctor was because of dehydration and a migraine headache. Like, give me the fucking meal. I'll take that. Fuck it. You gotta be the stupidest motherfucker on God's green earth to not take that money. Or you've been caught in a lie and you can't prove that you actually have psychothemia vera. That's the name of it. Finally fucking clicked into my head. Psychothemia vera, which is the variant of cancer that he has. And again, even if he has psychothemia, which is the secondary, which is what Destiny claimed, or if he had the psychothemia verma, the point being is that it's the fucking best cancer that you could get because you could treat it and actually beat it. Well, the problem is he might not be able to beat it at his age and his weight. So there is that fucking aspect of it too. So even if he does have it, he very well might have it and he's fucked. However, even if he has it, he still fucking lied, which is the whole point of this podcast I'm trying to make. He still fucking lied because he jumped the gun, and then instead of retracting what he fucked up on, he felt he was in too deep and he had to ride that wave. And not only did he ride that wave, he scammed his audience with a crypto pump and dump. And he rode the wave of sympathy all along the way prior to that happening. And this is after he had fucking lost out on crypto himself. From crypto fucking scammers who were selling meme coins. The very same coins he said not to fucking promote, not to fucking trust. And he's promoting a fucking meme coin so he could get 10 grand to pay off his medical bills. Which then, CoffeeZilla later fucking calls him out on in another fucking video and basically just says, hey, motherfucker, you talked to me in private and that's not what happened. And the minute he got called out on it, Boogie had a fucking temper tantrum like he was some kid in kindergarten. Fuck Boogie2988. Fuck that piece of shit. I want nothing to ever do with him. I already unsubscribed to him. I'm on the Mutahar train at this point. Fuck this guy. He lied about cancer. I know people personally that have fucking cancer. Like, as of recently as last year. Like, that was the scariest fucking thing in my fucking life. It was the scariest fucking moment. Try not to get emotional over stupid shit. But that was the scariest moment of my life. And he fucking, he recovered. Thank God. But that was fucking dicey. Right? So this shit's fucking crazy. Shit's fucking wild. To even lie about something like that. And by the way, he's in remission, the person I mentioned. But this is fucking wild to lie about. You just don't lie about cancer. You don't do it. And this fucking guy lied. Straight to everybody. He lied to Keemstar, who, I'll say a lot about fucking Daniel Keem, and Lord knows I have. I can't stand that motherfucker. But even he wouldn't stoop that fucking low. He lied to Tommy C. He lied to fucking Wings of Redemption. He lied to Mutahar. He lied to Moist Critical. He lied to everybody. He lied to the entire internet for years, for 2 fucking years, that he had a cancer diagnosis. And he used that as a guilt trip shield anytime anybody criticized him on anything. But none were more egregious than that crypto pump and dump that he decided to peddle out to the remaining fleeting fucking audience that he has left. I mean, fuck me sideways. That might as well what you've done. Like, honestly. You blindsided the whole fucking internet with this. And should we really be surprised at this point? Like, I'm angry that you did it because fuck anybody that lies about cancer, but outside of that, Are we really surprised? I'm apathetic towards you, fucker. I really am. Because you do this constantly. You lie about the smallest shit, the biggest shit. It doesn't matter what type of fucking shit. You still lie about it. It doesn't matter. You fucking lied about fucking Frank Hassel or whatever the fuck his name is. You lied about Keem. You literally lied about Keem, which is the whole reason why the Locale show even happened that week in the first place, by the way. And I'm not one to fucking defend Keemstar. But he fucking in this CoffeeZilla interview, when the whole crypto thing went down 11 days ago, this motherfucker just been like, Keemstar never paid me. Keemstar never paid me. He paid me a day late. Which Wings did eventually confirm that he paid him a day late. Motherfucker, I know people that went through fucking days without getting paid. I experienced days without getting paid. A day is nothing. It's nothing. And again, it's like, oh, Keem never paid me. He doesn't pay me. And he said it so definitively. It was a fucking bull-faced lie. He lied to protect his ass, and he threw his own friend under the bus that's trying to get him out of the fucking jam. Lord knows why you're doing it, other than fucking content and to fill your own fucking pockets, because that's all it's fucking good for now, by the way, Keem. Which is exactly what I said was going to happen the minute I heard this podcast was a fucking thing. Right? God, bring Baited back after this shit. Jesus Christ. Bring it back full time, it would still pull better numbers than this shit. But even so, it's like fucking goddamn, dude. Like, I called this years ago. When he brought Boogie on to do this stupid fucking show, Wings, I could see. Wings has actually improved himself. Wings actually takes this shit seriously. To an extent. I'll give him this much. At least he's me. To a degree. Wings is me. Fucking, like, the food shit, right? Like, he likes food. He straight up says it. I'm lazy and I like food. I'm lazy and I like food. That's why I'm fat. I'm not gonna fucking hide that. I'm not gonna fucking use an excuse to fucking, like, peddle to you guys. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm having a good time. I'm fine. I don't feel like I'm at my best health physically. But I don't feel like I'm dying. I feel like I could fucking correct it if I wanted to. I just like food. And I'm lazy. Really that simple. I'm a lazy prick. And I like food. You know? So, the guy is trying. So, Wings is, like, a fucking good story for Keem, I guess. But, like, God, I don't know what the fuck he thought he was going to get with Boogie. Like, this is what this guy has done. This is what he does. I'm not shocked by it anymore. I'm not shocked by it. I don't know what the fuck Keem was expecting. I don't know what anybody was expecting when they brought this fucking guy on. You know? The only one that has a level head about him is Tommy, and I think Tommy actually feels sympathy for him because there is a part of it where he's mentally unwell. And you know what? If he is mentally unwell, great. Here's the problem. It still doesn't give you a fucking excuse to not fucking better yourself and try to correct that mentally unwell shit going on so long as you're fucking alive. Sorry. I don't really feel sympathy when you constantly continue to do the same thing and you're cognitive enough to come up with a fucking bogus fucking crypto scam. But then you're gonna fucking go ahead and do your fucking bullshit and run it anyway because you need money for cancer that you didn't even fucking have. Sorry. I think that whole, you know, he's mentally unwell card goes out the fucking window when he can produce that cognitive thought! So I never want to fucking hear anybody defend Boogie ever again. He's a fucking asshole. And I've tried to give... This is coming from a guy, by the way, that I tried to give him benefit of the doubt before. Like, I really did. I wanted to fucking believe that he was just naive and stupid and did dumb shit, but, like, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude. Give me a break. Like, I'm not... I know I say I'm autistic. I'm not retarded. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I see right through this bullshit. Everybody can. He lied to you. Period. Whether he has the cancer or not, he lied to you. Period. He lied. He straight up lied. You know how you could tell he absolutely fucking lied? His own girlfriend wouldn't even bail him out. You know, the 25-year-old that he's probably holding hostage in his fucking apartment. Yeah, that same girl didn't even bail him out. Fuck's sake, dude. Like, there's no coming back. He fucking ended his whole career. I hope he stays off the internet. He won't, but I hope he does. I'm not going to tune in. I'm not ever tuning into a locale ever again. Not because I don't like Tommy C, because that would be the only reason I tune in. I barely know Wings. I fucking hate Keen because of the shit that he fucking did in the past. But, like, I don't hate everybody so much to the point where, like, I'm fucking like, oh, I'm clamoring for their fucking downfall. Like, let them do whatever they want to fucking do on their corner of the internet. I'll fucking do my thing. Yeah, I'm talking about it, whatever. But I don't plan on talking about it again because I have a lot of other interesting shit to talk about. And that's probably what I'm going to talk about. And yeah, I will say right away, like, this fucking crypto shit into the fucking cancer lie. Like, this fucking whole goddamn scandal makes Logan Paul look like a saint. I mean, holy shit, right? Like, at least he paid some people back. At least he didn't make an excuse that he couldn't pay anything. Boogie used cancer to fucking get away from paying a dime back! I mean, fuck. Shouldn't have ran the scam to begin with, but goddamn, at least Logan paid some of them off. Still an asshole, but he's fucking goddamn. Like, he looks like the fucking saint compared to this fucking dude. He really does. But before the fucking cancer lie became evident that it was a fucking lie on the locale show, I was going to come on this show about a week ago, I think. Like, right before this fucking cancer thing was a lie. And I was going to, like, explain, you know, and I'm still going to, because I do think it's a real problem with commentary channels in general. I do feel like it is a problem. That, you know, you call out these influencers solely for, you know, giving this crypto scam fucking money or whatever. But you're not going to out the fucking people that are running the fucking scam to begin with. And outing them by name and making a large, you know, at least third of the fucking video calling their ass out too. I think that is a problem. And I think people really need to be doing that more when it comes to these meme coin pump and dump schemes. I really do feel like you need to do something there. And I think it's as easy as just, you know, mentioning them. Mentioning who was a part of the scam. I think Charlie did at one point because Logan did. But, like, he never fucking called them out and said, off with their head, too, you know? It's always the fucking influencer that's, like, the social pariah. And I'm not even saying don't fucking call them out. Fair enough. They deserve to be called out. They fucking promoted the pump and dump. Fuck them, right? But there are people who are just that fucking dumb. And there are people that want to be a part of crypto so bad that they'll fucking latch on to any crypto they can. I know KSI is one of them. Logan's definitely another. I'm not saying that excuses their fucking behavior, but I'm saying they're dumb enough to fucking fall for this fucking promised land they fucking promised them and gift them on a silver platter, supposedly, right? So why aren't we going after these fucking guys the same way we're going after the influencers who pump and dump this fucking scheme and shit? It's simple. It's simple fucking thought process there. It's not a fucking difficult thing to do. You know, it's as simple as putting it in your video when you're calling out the influencer. That's all I'm asking. And I feel like I hardly ever see that. And I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. I know people have, but they barely fucking do. I remember they fucking called out Crypto King like one time, and that was during the fucking Crypto Zoo nonsense. But like, that was videos and videos after the first initial one, which was going after the influencer. Call out the fucking guys that are running this scheme to begin with, and call for their fucking head. That's my thought process with it. And again, I was going to make that defense for Boogie, but like, he clearly didn't care. He knew what it was. He knew it was a scam. At this point, he got scammed by these same fucking morons. He knows more about that shit than I do at this point. I'm talking as a fucking casual at this point when it comes to crypto. So he knew what the fuck he was getting into. He knew the shark-infested waters that this bullshit creates. And he went and did it anyway. He's a fucking asshole. So I'm not gonna fucking defend him. There's no fucking defending it. He's out of fucking line. And he is wrong in this case. So, you know, I ain't using that fucking excuse for Boogie because he was well fucking aware. I'm not convinced that everybody is well aware. I'm not convinced of that. So fuck it. You know? Fuck that whole thing with Boogie, but like, crypto in general, I feel like is so oversaturated with this meme coin nonsense that any average Joe that's never invested in crypto, period, is gonna look at fucking crypto and be like, you know, the government or some fucking official should look into this. And you don't want the government involved in your shit, right? At the very least, crypto fucking, like, crypto top guys that actually know how to fucking do this right, if they do exist. And according to family members that actually are in the space, they exist, apparently. You know, they should be looking into this meme coin and fucking bagging these guys for fucking ruining the space. Because that's effectively what it's done. It has ruined a potential revenue starter for a lot of people because of this fucking meme coin shit. You know, and you get to the point of like, fuck crypto. Fuck all crypto. I'm not gonna fucking touch that with a 10-foot pole. I already don't fucking trust credit cards with a 10-foot pole, but that's a different story. But that's at least some tangible income. You just have to pay back that plus interest or whatever. This is just... But that's with real money. This is like fucking... It looks like fake money to the outside. And then when you have these crypto scams popping up left, right, and center, and nobody calls out the fucking, you know, kingpins that are doing this scheme, you know, and they call out the influencers instead, and they just continue to fucking rise up and keep going. Like... It just ruins the space. It just makes crypto, in general, look like shit. What is an outsider supposed to look at this and think? You know? Something needs to be fucking done about that. And I feel like commentators should be fucking, on the space of YouTube, should be calling that out a lot more. And I feel like there's not a lot of people that are calling that out. And if you think I'm wrong for having that opinion, whatever. But I don't think I'm wrong here. I think it's absolutely justified to say that. And I don't think I'm irresponsible for saying that either. This is fucking ridiculous. Call out everybody equally or call out nobody at all. Don't fucking pretend like you're outraged and then be like, oh yeah, I'm super outraged, but I'm going to call out the influencer who promoted it only and not the fucking kingpins that came to the fucking influencer in the first place. I mean, have some fucking standards of being an equal opportunity hater at the very fucking least with this crypto shit. I mean, it's not hard. Like, if I had the fucking time and wherewithal, which I obviously don't, I could fucking do that. You know? Just called fucking being a responsible journalist. If you claim to be a journalist, you claim to be a YouTube commentator that's trying to call out hypocrisy and lies, Isn't that then your responsibility to kind of call that out? I know it ain't my job because I ain't getting paid for it. But it's just a fucking point to make. So, whatever. Man. Again, I'm just kind of flabbergasted by the whole fucking Boogie thing. Because, again, it just blew up my whole argument to an extent. It really didn't, because it's still a legit point to make. But even still, it's like, fuck me, Boogie. Like, I was going to use this argument to defend you. I finally know what a disappointed dad feels like. It's probably the closest I'll ever be to a disappointed dad. He's like older than me. Fuck me. I don't know. Disappointed son. Disappointed somebody. I don't know. Disappointed family member. This must be what it feels like. I don't know. Anyway. That's the end of the YouTube drama portion. We're going to get on to the wrestling nonsense now. Again, just kind of talking out of turn. Just speaking my mind about things. I did say during the last show, I would update y'all on the what's the status situation. That is the person who was removed from the 2K community, who was, apparently breaking some rules and whatnot, and people thought that 2K was taking liberties because he was modding too much, because he was taking liberties, all that nonsense. We covered it on the last episode. I am now happy to report that 2K has gone back on their ban. They actually allowed a lot of his stuff back up. Most of it, I think. And he's back online now. He's back on the community creations. He's still creating, as far as I'm aware. There was a lot of people that spoke out against it. It turns out 2K is not really against people modding their game and then putting it in the community creation suite. They actually don't mind it at all. The issue, apparently, and this is according to Tony Pizza Guy, apparently the issue that came into that was what's the status was using certain hairs, I guess, like certain multi-layered hairs that could crash the game, which, man, that makes a lot of fucking sense. And I'm speaking from personal experience now as to why I say that makes all the sense in the world. I remember Mike and I, and maybe a couple other people, I could be getting the people wrong. It might have been Chris and I that were trying to start this. I can't remember who the fuck I tried to do this with. But the idea was we were going to do a WWE Universe contest. One was going to run Raw, one was going to run NXT, and the other one was going to run SmackDown. And the idea was we were going to use created wrestlers as well as whatever wrestlers were in the game. DLC, full on everything. Somebody had the full DLC to the game. I believe it was Hammers. The whole idea was we were going to fucking do this game. And this is back in this is 2019, I think. So 2K19. We were going to try to do this. And this is back when I was still in college and, I had these grandiose fucking ideas that never panned out. For obvious reasons on my part. But every time Hammers would download a CAW or a specific CAW that looked modded, typically what would happen is the game would fucking crash. And then, that was back in 2K19. And then in 2K23, the same thing happened when Mike was doing his CAW project. That would have been, I think, the Capcom Wrestling Association, which is now defunct. I don't think he's doing it anymore, because the same shit happened to him, and his fucking data got completely erased because it got corrupted. Essentially, what I think 2K was saying to what's the status is, the reason why we want to stop that is we want to limit the amount of errors and corrupted files that happen as possible. because that shit can crash the fucking game otherwise. Which has happened. Dude, it happened at one point as soon as, I think it happened one time to me on WWE 13. So this has been a long-standing problem way before 2K. This has been a problem for a while. So, like, modded characters with, like, specific, like, customized hair, because they modded it in, absolutely could fuck over, the game, and that's what caused the files to corrupt. That's what causes games to crash, for the 2K servers. So, that was their main gripe, and that's why they initially banned him, because they didn't know what else to do, and they figured, we better ban, and then just kind of roll with the punches, see what happens. And once they figured out what the compromise was, they allowed him back on. WhatsTheStatus is now back online. He's now creating on the Community Creation Suite again. And all is happy with the world. So that's very good. 2K actually encourages people to mod the game within reason, so that way you don't crash the game. But they actually encourage people to test the limits of the game to see what they can fucking create, because that's like the coolest part of the game for them. Especially for 2K. And a lot of the people over at WWE apparently are really happy with how creative people get in the game. So, it doesn't seem like it's WWE having an issue or 2K having an issue. It literally was just as simple as, we don't want the games to crash. We don't want games for people that they paid hard-earned money for to corrupt. So, yeah, that's pretty much the status on that. Finally was able to get that update after fucking months of not being on the air. What's the status? They're back. Cool. Very happy for him. I wish him all the best. I hope he continues to make banging content for the 2K servers, like I know he will do. And, it reminds me of how Capcom is very, very fond of their modding community as well. Like, when you work with people that mod and work with modders and don't, like, go against them, that's really heartwarming to see, because, oh boy, if you've seen the shit that's happened with Vim's Lair lately, and how Nintendo's deciding to go and, handling their fucking nonsense, it's a bit of a rough patch there. But, like, it's really cool to see that fucking Capcom embracing people being creative with their licenses, whether it's old or new. Really cool to see. So, I'm pretty happy about that, that they allowed him back. And Capcom does the same thing with their modding community. I know the Marvel vs. Capcom modding community has been, like, a fucking huge staple. A big-time staple for the modders for a very long time. It's, like, right up there with Smash, if not surpass Smash. It actually might be the top modding scene in the world. And Capcom appreciates it. Gee, I wonder why it's the top fucking modding scene in the world. So, yeah, I mean, you love seeing shit like that, because it doesn't happen nearly as often as it fucking should when it comes to companies and the consumer base, by the way, who fucking, pay the game, pay the full game, pay the full price, whatever, right? And then, by the way, to add more good news, AEW, partly because I think they're desperate to have anybody buy Fight Forever, they actually worked with influencers in the gaming scene, the YouTube gaming scene, YouTube wrestling gaming scene specifically, to put into the game. So, Chris Danger, John Blood, Tony Pizza Guy, CM Pulse, and Macho T are involved in AEW Fight Forever. Like, full on, as characters that you can play right now on AEW Fight Forever. I do think that's actually pretty based. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's really cool that guys that have, been doing the gaming content for so long actually got their own characters inside the game. I hope we see more of that when it comes to 2K or AEW's next game. I hope we see that a lot more often, because I think that shit is fucking sweet. I play the fuck out of that. I really would. I don't care how dead fucking AEW servers are. I play the fuck out of that. So, yeah. Really cool shit. And, yeah. overall, I think that's everything that I need to catch up on. I don't know if there's any update on James Somerton. I do know that there was an issue with Keffals. Keffals lied. Of course, Keffals lied. I'm not surprised by that. Just because I agree with her on her James Somerton take does not mean she was a lying scumbag either, by the way. But I guess she got caught out lying. Mudahar exposed her. And then I think I caught up on everything that's going on in the world. At least that I can think of. That actually fucking matters to me. So, you know, don't really know what else to fucking say on that. But yeah. I'm surprised I got this done in under an hour. I was actually expecting this to go like an hour and a half at least. And I kind of feel like, should it be 45? Should it be under 50? I don't know. I feel like I'm cheating you guys a little bit since I've been gone so long. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? Keep it under an hour. I can post it whenever. I'm going to post it over the weekend, probably. Maybe by Friday. It will be out by tonight. But I could just kind of relax and chill when it comes to these. I could, you know, make my thumbnails, whatever, and then post it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this just kind of being an hour and me talking about the things I need to get off my chest. Pretty good therapy for me. This Boogie thing in particular was really grinding my fucking gears, boy, let me tell you. Probably more so than the Dr. Disrespect shit, to be honest with you, considering he fucking sexted a minor. But, you know, what can you do? Boogie fucking... Hello? Yeah? What do you... Oh, you got the pasta sauce?
Put it on the stove for you.
Okay, yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm recording.
Recording what?
I'm recording a podcast, and you just barged in without knocking.
How are you doing, everybody out there?
You know, yeah, I was gonna say, you know what I'm talking about serious shit. Why are you fucking barging in?
Prego is serious.
Yeah, Prego is serious shit. That's for sure. So yeah, yeah, I said what I needed to say on that. You know, Boogie fucking lied about cancer and crypto. It's great. And used cancer as an excuse to scam with crypto. So there you go. Fucking, what a guy. What a swell guy that motherfucker is. Doctor says Disrespect's right up there with him. I'm sure that'll be his next step when everybody fucks off from his channel. He'll be next. You watch. Watch back this podcast. He'll fucking do a crypto scam too. But yeah, WhatsTheStatus is back. Tony Pizza Guy, John Blood, and company are in a AEW game. Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty much that. I don't really have much else to say, so I guess we'll end the show early. You guys could check out, you know, the trailer for the documentary, hence the whole reason I've been, you know, kind of slow on the uploads when it comes to the JHebertSide is because I've been working my ass off on that documentary, so that always takes precedent. But it's looking good, and by the end of the month, you guys should see the full documentary coming out. Oh my god, it's great. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, just kind of look at that trailer, look at the last episode if you feel you want to. Check out on the iCard the newest open mic night that dropped. We talked about a lot of cool things on there for when it came to the pro wrestling scene. So watch all that content. And until next time, we will see you on the JHebertSide. Bye bye.